All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit our goal of 8,000 subs. Thank you guys very much. We're going to be giving away a jersey on our live show here soon. But, guys, we're looking at 9K subs now. We're getting to Thanksgiving time. We're getting to Christmas time. We would love to hit 10Ks by December 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there, so we can give someone $1,000 for the Christmas gifts. That'd be a huge lift off someone's shoulders. So please get us a 10K. We love what we're doing. Thank you guys for the support. 12K subs after the 10K. We're going to send someone to a game. Probably not the Super Bowl. Don't get any ideas, guys. But we're gonna do our best to send you guys to two people to a couple games of your choice. That's probably not the Super Bowl. But guys, thank you again for all the support. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Wednesday, November 1st slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Start us off.
Yeah, I was the only loser yesterday because I lone wolfed, and I gave out the Buffalo Bulls plus 17.5 against Toledo. Buffalo, they lost this game by 18 points. Losing on the hook is just a knife through the heart, especially since I already bought 2 points.
Seth?
Yeah, and Bear about hurt me because I about jinxed this right before the game got over. So I don't need to apologize because it did not happen, and we still got the win. But I should have been a little bit more careful when I was putting my record out there that I was 1-0.
You can't be too careful, especially in MAC games. He sent in the 1-0 record on the text. The game still had 7 minutes left. Toledo had just turned it over inside the 5. Buffalo went 99 yards for the cover, and they just failed to do it. So, I mean, you got lucky. I probably would have had to drive over there and beat you up. But we did get Toledo minus 15.5. They did cover. They looked really bad, but they still covered the spread. So we are moving on to tomorrow's game. We're going to get more MACtion. It's going to be great. It's truly the best time of the year watching college football on the weekdays. We're going to have Bowling Green going up against Ball State. Ball State on the road is +6. The over-under is 40 points. Trey, we'll start with you.
Yeah, this game's going to be an interesting MACtion game to watch. Neither team, they've not looked overly impressive this season. But Ball State, they come in this game with a 2-6 record and are 3-5 ATS this season. And before winning last week against Central Michigan, Ball State, they were losers of 4 straight weeks in a row by an average of 11 to 30 per game. Their offense has just not looked very good for much of the season. And Bowling Green, they entered this game with a 4-4 record and are 5-3 ATS this season. But they've kind of had a roller coaster season up and down. But they've had a pretty tough schedule that I think has prepped them for MACtion football. Bowling Green, they played Liberty, Michigan, and Georgia Tech throughout this season. So I really love the home team in this game. Give me Bowling Green minus 5.5 here. I fully expect them to win this home game by double digits. And the big difference between both these two teams is their offenses. There's 133 FBS football teams, and Ball State, they score the 4th fewest points per game in all of college football with an average of 16.1 points per game. And Bowling Green, yeah, they're not world beaters by any means, but in their 4 wins, they're averaging 35 points per game. And with them being favorites here, I fully expect them to put up 30-plus points on Ball State. So give me Bowling Green here, minus 5.5 at home.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, right there with you, Trey. I'm Bowling Green here, minus 5.5. They're coming off an impressive offensive performance in that game. And the defense for Bowling Green was a big question coming into this game. But Trey already mentioned the stats of this Ball State offense. They just do not score points. So I think Bowling Green can kind of bounce back in this game on the defensive side of the ball and kind of hold that Ball State team in check. I really, really like Bowling Green here for this simple fact that Ball State is awful on the road. They've lost each of their last 6 road games. And on top of that, the home team has also covered the spread in 7 of Ball State's last 8 games. I will take Bowling Green at home here with the points as Ball State just really struggles on the road and their offense really struggles in general. I do not have any trust in Ball State, so I'm going to go with Bowling Green at home here.
Yeah, guys, I like the home team as well. Bowling Green -6. I don't think the sweep curse is going to be here because Ball State's far worse than Bowling Green. If we look at Ball State, they really need to run the table in order to get a bowl game. For Bowling Green, they need to win 2 of their last 4 to be bowl eligible, and I don't think they're going to take this game lightly at all. It's only a touchdown spread, and I think they're a way better team. So give me a -6. The defense of Bowling Green has been really, really good this season. They've only allowed 25 points per game. And Ball State offensively, these guys just talked about it. They've been brutal. They're scoring 16.1 points per game. This defense should be a turnover factory going up against Ball State. It's rare now in college football to win games with your defense, but I think it's going to happen in this game. That's exactly what's going to happen in this game is the Bowling Green defense is going to win this game. If Bowling Green can put up 21 to 24 points, we should cover this spread easily. I don't think Bowling Green is going to have any difficulty at all moving the ball on Ball State either. They allow 29 points per game. this just feels like a blowout spot for Bowling Green. So if you do want to alt spread it up to like minus 9.5, minus 13.5, I don't hate it. I like Bowling Green. I like the Falcons minus 6 big as my play. So we are going to sweep the board there. Let's move over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
And I was 1-0 on the player props yesterday because I gave out Penny Boone over 112.5 rush yards versus Buffalo. And Boone, he smashed this over pretty easily in this game. He didn't even get a ton of carries, but the efficiency is there. But he just smashed over 100 yards, sometimes through the fourth quarter, but he hit it pretty much with ease.
Seth?
Yeah, I had an awful pick. Daquan Quinn did not run the football. I don't know what he had some open lanes. I don't know what happened. I'm bad. That's what happened. Bad.
Yeah, to your offense, Buffalo did a really good job keeping it in the pocket. They had a spy on him basically the entire game. So you were kind of screwed from the start of the game. But I did have Cole Snyder under 194.5 passing yards going up against Toledo. He went way under this. He can't complete a ball. He had a lot of missed throws in that game. But, he was bad. Buffalo was bad. But we did go 2-1. Let's sweep the board today. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to a passing prop. I'm going to attack maybe the smallest number that I've ever seen for a passing yards prop. Give me Kiael Kelly under 124.5 passing yards versus Bowling Green. I absolutely love this under for Kelly in this game. He's only played in limited action, as you guys can see on the screen, and he's played roughly about 2 games worth of action, and he has just not looked very good at all. And last week, he only threw 16 passing attempts and only turned that to 101 passing yards. But while he did that, he did complete 81% of his passes there, which I do not expect that to continue because entering that game, guys, Kelly, he had a 35 completion percentage. I expect him to look really bad in this game. That's because Kelly, he's a bad quarterback to begin with, but he's getting a brutal matchup here against Bowling Green because they give up the 19th fewest passing yards per game this season with an average of 187 passing yards per game. I would be very surprised if Kelly hits the over in this game because Ball State should try to keep the ball in the hands of their offense and try to keep the ball on the ground and try to keep the ball out of Bowling Green's hands. So give me Kiael Kelly to go under 124.5 passing yards versus Bowling Green.
Very well said there, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I do know we were all on Bowling Green in the game pick, but I'm going to take an under receiving prop for Bowling Green receiver Odieu Hiliare under 28.5 receiving yards. Hiliare hasn't caught a pass in either of his last 2 games. The last game he caught a pass in came 3 games ago against Miami of Ohio, and in that game he only had 27 receiving yards. He has hit this under in his last 4 games as well. It looks like with the early struggles of this Bowling Green offense, Hiliare may have fallen out of favor with his coaching staff. So I'm going to take his under here as I can't trust he will get the targets needed in this game to hit the over. And I don't know what it is with him. He just kind of had some good games, and then all of a sudden he just kind of fell off. I don't know if, like I said, he fell out of favor with the coaches, but his numbers have consistently went down, and he is not getting targeted near enough. So I'm going to fade him, and I'm going to take his under here.
Yes, Seth. And for my player prop, I'm going to take Marquez Cooper of Ball State to go over 77.5 rushing yards going up against Bowling Green. I did just say a lot of negative things about Ball State, and it was deserved. But the one bright spot on this team has been Marquez Cooper because he's been a beast this season for them. As a team, Marquez Cooper has the most yards from scrimmage of any of the players. That's including the quarterback room of Ball State. He has 584 yards on the year and 121 carries on the ground as well. He has double the touches of any of the running backs in the backfield. So this is his backfield confirmed. And in the last game against Central Michigan, he finally broke free. He rushed for 162 yards on 26 carries in that game. And this game going up against Bowling Green, the quarterback play of Ball State is significantly worse than the secondary of Bowling Green. So they should try to keep the ball on the ground for the majority of the game, giving it to their best player multiple times. Over the last 4 games for Cooper, he's had 15-plus carries in 3 of those 4 games, rushing for 60-plus yards in 3 of those 4 games as well. He is their best player, and despite my worries about them on the offensive side of the ball, he should get this total. So I'm going to go with Marquez Cooper to go over his 77.5 rushing yards as my play. Guys, let's take a look at the graphics. Seth, start us off.
Yeah, Bowling Green at home, minus 5.5. Ball State is not very good, and they've lost their last 6 games on the road. And then I do have Bowling Green receiver Odieu Hiliare to go under 28.5 receiving yards.
Trey?
It's like Bowling Green minus 5.5 versus Ball State. We gave out a little bit of an alternate because Bear took -6, but I'll say that's a team sweep. But I also gave out Kiael Kelly under 124.5 pass yards versus Bowling Green. He's just a doo-doo quarterback.
And I've got Bowling Green -6. I don't even hate -9.5 on that play if you guys want to get risky with it, but I'm going to take -6. And I got Marquez Cooper over 77.5 rushing yards for Ball State. I feel like that's their best play tomorrow is probably going to be 22 dives. So, guys, that's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Wednesday, November 1st slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You can click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,